Kalau a parents dah tertinggal dah vaksinasi anak dia, and now mungkinlah anak tu umur 3 tahun ke 5 tahun ke baru terfikir nak vaccinate. Bagaimana? Ke mana? Apa umur yang diorang boleh start ambil vaksinasi tu?
The answer is
bila a parent chooses not to vaccinate the child,
okay.
apa risiko paling tinggi yang mereka ambil sebenarnya? What is the one biggest risk that you're explaining to your parents that comes to your room?
The risk, I think the real risk of not choosing vaccinations, it's not just that the child might get a mild infection, then nanti recover sendiri, We are more talking about the infection can be severe, can cause permanent disability like cacat, even sometimes could be life-threatening or even death, kematian, For example, like measles, okay, is a viral infection can be prevented by this MMR vaccine. Standard we will give at 9 months and 12 months old. Okay, so the measles is not just fever and rash. Sometimes the virus can be very naughty, jahat, nakal, go to the brain or go to the lung and causing the complication like the case you shared just now, So another example, like maybe the whooping cough, or we call it pertussis, Malay we call patuk koko, Chinese we call it like patuk 100 hari, because we cough 100 days. It's a disease can be prevented by a so-called 6-in-1 vaccine. Standard we give at 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, and 18 months old.
Right.
All right. And in this whooping cough is not just cough. It can cough very, very badly, especially in the younger infants, like less than 6 months old.
Right.
They can literally cough. Cough for like 10, 20 or 10 or 20 seconds or even longer until they have no chance to take a breath in, That's why jadi biru lah, hitam sebab hypoxic, tak ada oxygen dah.
Kesian.
Then akhirnya become fitted sawan. Even in the rare occasions, these pertussis can make the body produce a lot of white blood cell,
Right. Antibody.
White cell. Until a level you difficult to believe, can until like more than 100 one, Yeah.
White cell more than 100?
More than 100. It's so-called hyperleukocytosis.
Yeah, I remember in PITS last time, you see those cases.
Maybe it's not so common, but it can happen. And it's not a good thing. I don't think like what blood cell, it's help to protect our body. Not really. Too many also not good. It can make the blood very sticky, and make the traffic jam in your lungs. It's already difficult to breathe already. Lagi susah nak breathe. Then it will become very dangerous. Certain case until we need to do the so-called exchange transfusion. We kena tukar darah. Tukar the darah,
Right.
Then maybe one more example could be the polio lah. Polio is also a disease can be prevented by the 6-in-1 vaccine. Okay, and for those infected child, some of them might develop permanent muscle weakness.
Alright.
So mungkin tak boleh jalan or need to use a crutch to ambulate after this. If you look at this issue in the wider aspect, if someone choose not to vaccine, it's not just affect the someone.
Right.
We need to understand in community. We also got a lot of young baby. They are not yet or they are on the way to completing their immunization schedule. Because not yet reach each month, they're waiting for the next vaccine, they're not yet completing, right?
Okay.
We also have a group of children, they cannot be vaccinated due to certain medical reasons. Okay? So you imagine if getting more and more people, makin banyak orang choose not to vaccinate, it can cause the herd immunity, is to drop. And the community protection is dropping. Then the outbreak can easily happen.
Yes.
The outbreak not only involve those choose not to vaccine, but also involve those they want to vaccine but they cannot. It's very pity them. So the decisions is not the decision of not vaccinating a child not just affect the one child. Because it's not only increase the risk for the particular child, but also increase the risk to the community surrounding them.
Alright. What I see in social media especially, the biggest risk bila parents decide untuk tidak vaccinate anak dia. Risiko paling tinggi parents tu tengah ambil adalah bila anak tu besar, anak tu sendiri sekarang question balik parents, kenapa tak vaccinate saya? Kenapa mak pilih untuk tak vaccinate saya? Dan it's a trend now yang kanak-kanak yang tidak divaksinasikan sebagai kanak-kanak tu, dia pergi balik ambil vaksinasi sebagai dewasa. Because diorang always can find out, they learn more science, diorang lagi faham, and they start questioning their own parents. So this is the risk yang parents ambil sebenarnya, yang anak tu pula jadi pandai sampai jadi doktor, jadi pakar pediatrik pula nanti. Saya doakan semua kanak-kanak yang tidak divaksin itu menjadi pakar pediatrik, pakar neonatologist satu hari nanti. Maybe infectious disease specialist dalam pediatrik pun I doakan juga, supaya negara kita lebih sihat kan.
Yes.
On that note, Dr. Sam, kalau a parents dah tertinggal dah vaksinasi anak dia, and now mungkinlah anak tu umur 3 tahun ke 5 tahun ke whatever tahun, umur setahun setengah 2 tahun baru terfikir nak vaccinate.
Okay.
Bagaimana? Ke mana? Apa umur yang diorang boleh start ambil vaksinasi tu?
Okay, whether they can catch up back the immunization, the answer is yes, absolutely yes. For those who delay or ataupun skip their vaccination, always can be vaccinated back. It's never too late It's never too late to catch up back the vaccination. In medical, we have a so-called catch up immunization schedule. Basically is a protocol you can download from online. Although it's certain information is a bit outdated but still can modify and applicable It's basically to guide us how to readjust the timing of the vaccination so that the children can receive the vaccine in a safer and effective way Okay. Of course, other sikit-sikit details for each particular vaccine. So don't worry, just go and discuss with your trusted doctor for further information. So the more important thing is we need to understand is if the child vaccine is delayed or skipped, meaning that the child left unprotected for the particular period of time.
Right.
So if suay meaning like unlucky, nasi dah bagus, suay during the period the child is exposed to the virus, it can easily get infected one.
Right.
Especially if younger children, they might develop severe complications. So the key message to the parents is don't worry, never feel too late. The best step is bring your child, go and find your trusted pediatrician or your doctor and discuss how to resume back your vaccination schedule.
You're right. And when they do that, saya sangat-sangat meminta kepada rakan-rakan doktor dan juga pediatrician out there, don't judge them, don't throw them with words, don't hurt them with words, treat them nicely. It's not easy to be parents, and whatever decision that they take, bila they decide otherwise, let's support them together.
Yes.
On that note, doktor, apakah vaksin-vaksin yang tak ada dalam program vaksinasi kerajaan, the National Immunisation Program, tapi parents boleh ambil dekat private dengan pakar, dengan doktor di swasta? What are the vaccines that's available that way?
In Malaysia, we have this National Immunisation Program, NIP. So it already cover the most important vaccine which can protect our children to against those like common and severe infections. Of course, however, there are still few additional vaccine available in private sector to provide broader protection. Like example, like rotavirus is one of the commonest virus can infect a child and causing very severe diarrhea, severe vomiting or dehydration. And there is a vaccine available to prevent these infections, and it's a bit special one, is an oral form one. Alright, apart from the rotavirus vaccine, another will be the influenza. I think no need to further elaboration.
Okay.
Semua orang tahu influenza.
Alright.
But never underestimate influenza because sometimes it can develop a breathing difficulty. It can be life-threatening as well.
I went through that. 1 year didn't vaccinate. Oh my God. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Every year, everybody must take influenza
Yes,
vaccine.
correct. And usually like Colombia, actually they will give the staff of free influenza jab every year, right?
Yeah.
So even like in there was a sad news. There was a very famous female Taiwanese artist passed away last year during Chinese New Year in Japan because of the influenza
Oh my
infection.
God. I'm sorry.
And because of that, everyone become very aware of the influenza.
I remember even Malaysia influenza vaccine habis.
Yeah, even spread to Malaysia. We are facing shortage of the influenza vaccine during the period.
I know,
right?
I remember.
And then apart from influenza, like chickenpox vaccine like we mentioned just now, yes, chickenpox sometimes most of the time is self-limiting. Boleh recover sendiri. But we might develop the
parut
rashes.
tak boleh recover.
The parut. Nanti tak handsome, tak cantik dah. Nanti
Macam
nak
kemalang
buat
tu.
apa laser ke nanti bazir
Tak
juga.
hilang laser so cannot.
And not to forget, there's a relatively newer vaccine for dengue.
Oh yeah.
For dengue. I think was available in Malaysia since 2024. Okay. Because dengue is also very common in Malaysia and it can be life-threatening as well. And this vaccine is indicated for those like 4 years old and above. And other banyak lagi like vaccine for the hepatitis A, vaccine for meningococcus sebelum pergi umrah, and vaccine for the Japanese encephalitis.
Okay.
So very easy. You actually can Google immunize for life additional vaccine. But the immunize for is 4 lah for life lah. Is sekarang senang je, apa pun boleh Google and ChatGPT. Then you can search. There are the list of the additional vaccine recommend to you. Okay, and whether take or not take actually is largely depends on the individual health status lah. Contohnya kalau the child is a premature baby, the premature baby, they might have a bit relatively weakened immune system. So we recommend them to consider all these additional vaccine. Depends on the child exposure risk. Zaman sekarang both parent is working. Very young age, the child need to put in the child care or TASCA already. So the child might expose to many people, many children and get infection every month, So also do consider all these additional vaccine. Some family maybe they also like to mungkin cuti-cuti Malaysia or cuti-cuti dunia ke, very rich. So also consider lah, because this risk is higher. And then we also depends on the whole family situation, the financial status, because all these vaccine also certain vaccine also not cheap lah, to be honest. So the best choice is still you can discuss with your doctor what is the best for your child and make the informed choice lah.
Right. So yang penting sekali ambil informed choices. Jadi kalau saya boleh rumuskan apa yang Dr. Sam dah ceritakan, ada beberapa vaksin tambahan yang tak ada dekat
NIP
National Immunisation. Kalau kita ambil kat KK tu tak ada kat sana, tapi kita boleh ambil top up dekat private. Saya pun buat macam tu sebab husband saya penjawat awam, so I can get for free there. So I ambil kat sana juga. Yang extra tu for my children, I top up dekat private side. So antara yang ada adalah untuk rotavirus, untuk chickenpox, untuk influenza. Macam doktor kata, kalau kanak-kanak peramatan mungkin disarankan RSV vaccination. Tu harga dia mahal sikit lah. Dan beberapa vaksin yang lain. Sebenarnya bila kita pergi jumpa dengan doktor dekat kawasan kita, sama ada GP ke pakar pediatrik ke, dia akan sarankan bila nak datang, bila kena datang dan all that. Dan kita boleh sesuaikan dengan cuti sekolah anak, dengan kita. Macam kalau influenza tu better satu family ambil sekali. Senang. Biasanya saya buat macam tu jugalah. So boleh berbincang dengan doktor yang berdekatan dengan anda. Kita sekarang berborak dalam Siri Jom Dengar Tip tips di bawah You Sihat Podcast bersama-sama dengan Dr. Sam, pakar pediatrik di Columbia Asia Hospital Tebrau. So doktor, kita dah sampai ke penghujung rancangan. Saya nak tanya sedikit lah. Mana lagi bahaya, vaksin ke rokok?
Vaksin ke rokok? Okay. Of course it's a rokok lah.
I tanya you because ada anti-vaksin yang tak nak vaksinkan anak dia, tapi dia merokok. So kita ni pelik lah rokok non-stop tau dekat jari, tapi anti-vaksin tegar. Lagi satu nak tanya doktor, mana lagi bahaya, gula ke vaksin?
Gula ke vaksin lah? That is a very interesting comparison, because they totally is a separate and different things. They serve different purposes.
Right.
Like vaccine we discussed so far is like medical intervention designed to protect from the infections. Okay, and they are extensively studied, and proven to be safe and effective with minimal side effects. Okay. Sugar, gula, on the other hand, is something we consume in our daily diet lah. We add in our dishes lah or dessert lah, make it sweeter, nicer lah, more delicious lah. However, if excessive sugar intake over the time is linked to like long-term health problems lah.
Right.
Contohnya macam gemuk lah, obesity, kencing manis, diabetes, or even the dental caries and so on.
Right.
So instead of like comparing which one is more bahaya, more harmful, maybe more accurate to say is a vaccine is clearly provide the health benefit and protections. Whereas sugar is something we need to consume in moderation to avoid those long-term health problems lah. So to answer your question, I would say one can protect the health, whereas another one, if we take it excessively, can harm the health.
Alright. So saya sebenarnya nak recap je, nak kata kenapa korang sanggup makan gula, sanggup bagi gula dekat anak-anak tapi tak nak vaksinasikan anak. Sanggup merokok tapi tak nak vaksinasikan anak. Saya masih tak faham this logic. But anyway, thank you so much kepada Dr. Sam.
Thank you.
Alright. And kita akan berborak dengan ramai lagi doktor-doktor pakar daripada Columbia Asia Hospital Tebrau. Korang, kalau ada ibu bapa yang nak tahu lebih lanjut tentang status kesihatan anak, nak catch up vaccination ataupun nak konsultasi saja, boleh berjumpa dengan Dr. Sam. Boleh ke doktor?
Boleh, of course.
Boleh berjumpa dengan Dr. Sam di Columbia Asia Hospital Tebrau. Sehingga kita berjumpa dalam episod akan datang di Jom Dengar Tips dalam You Sihat Podcast. It's bye from me and Dr. Sam.